So I am going shopping for a snake because I don't know which pipe it is, my drain from my basement is super clogged. So I have come to the right place. True Value. It's a lot closer than Home Depot, which is like another 30 minutes that way. So, yep. On Thursday, my day off, I am at True Value. I'm also declining. Certain symptoms are coming back, certain serious symptoms, and I expected as much, but yeah, been 6 months, so since my end of my treatment. So my autonomic nervous system is also like right on the brink of going into fight, flight, freeze mode. So it's happened several times the last 5 years, and I feel it right now. So it started a couple days ago, but yep, everything changes, everything slows down, everything is super sensitive, and now I'm just taking a day at a time. I thought to just do a video. I promised myself I'd get the dogs another dog toy. They haven't had one in a while, so they deserve a new treat, new toy. But literally there is, I don't know, a couple hundred options. Yeah, how do you explain that? There's literally a whole aisle, 2 sides of it. And then you have bones. Lots of bones. By the way, stay away from rawhide, like this. Some dogs, and this. Some dogs do not digest well rawhide, or any of these rolls, these, it's just straight up skin, thick skin. And the reason why I say that is because some dogs, it plugs them up. And if you've ever had a dog get plugged up from rawhide, especially smaller dogs, for some reason it's something to do with consistency or whatever. Sometimes it's the dyes and the other additives they've put in there. Anyways, my one of the doctors I have warned me about them and told me why. And she's had to do a lot of surgeries on my vet. Surgeries on smaller dogs. Larger dogs not so bad, but still, stay away from the rawhide if you got a 20-pound dog or less. But yeah, I'm here enjoying shopping, and I think I found, what was I looking at earlier? Look, you even have Dogritos. Ironically, their favorite treat as a food is Doritos. They react very differently to the treat of Doritos, especially Cool Ranch. Cool Ranch is our favorite, but they act very differently when I bring out the ranch, Cool Ranch Doritos. Rev acts like a young puppy, and Lilly, they tighten up. So sometimes when we do training, or we do different, we'll do sets of training. I get every year you go through it as a refresher. You wanna, for the dog's sake, keep them up to a certain level of performance. So, and that's what we call them seasons. So right now we're in Rev's 8th or 9th season, and I constantly, they're in training mode. So that's just always their place they are. So they're easier to handle. Everyone likes how disciplined they are, but they're also in the field just rock stars. So yeah, I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna get this one. Kong is really, even though it's a little more expensive, these toys do last, but they don't play with them anymore. So, but they do love a toy that they can't get the squeaky out. And This is, and look at that, that's a German short hair, right? No, that's a lab. But this is, you know, Kong proof, I call it. And if you got a squeaky in there, dogs, that drives dogs, drives them nuts. So especially, well, Rev, I mean, he still acts like a puppy with it. Lilly is, so they fight over it, and it keeps them busy. So I'm gonna get this one. This is where I need to find a snake, as it says, plumbing. I'm in the right place. I think I gotta get the help from the guy at the corner. Otherwise, if it's too expensive, I'm gonna buy my own. A lot of nice toys in here. Yeah, lots of toys. All right, let's find the snake. I also just found bed. Lilly, Rev took over Lily's bed, and the price is right. Because when you look at these ones, these are just really not very thin. Same price, so these are pretty comfy. I think Lilly deserves it because she keeps getting kicked out of her own bed. Rev does that. He is the alpha dog, so, but I'm gonna get her a new one. I'm starting to wander. Matt, line 1. I think I'm in the wrong department. I'm guessing the wrong aisle. Yeah, looks like I better go to plumbing. This is the right aisle. Drains. All right. Yep, lots of stuff. I don't even, nope, don't need that. Don't. There it is. This is what I'm looking for. Snakes. All right. Well, I found it. Now I gotta see which one to buy. This is definitely worth the money. You're gonna spend 12 bucks anyways. You have a hand snake, or 18 on one of those ones when you can have the drill option. So, all right, found it. So when I start going through these cycles, cerebral fluid issues are at their max. So it's basically hydrocephalus with that triggers the post-concussion syndrome stuff. And those 30 some odd syndrome symptoms come and fluctuate throughout the day. So I have to be super, super careful not to overexceed my fluid via action, via walking, talking, reading, watching TV. So it's like your battery or your power cell, you know, I'm down to like 20% right now. And this is a system that we created, me and my doctors, 5 years ago. And it's worked to get me out of the cycles and to get me out of because I was on such a good high for like 6 months, and now it naturally is going to decline. Hopefully the baseline doesn't get too choppy. That's what we're trying to manage now. Once they start to decline and go into those zones, gotta be super, super careful, because I could be hospitalized just like that. So, yep, that's just what it is. So, and then it does trigger the syringomyelia and the nervous system. So I'm done. I'm gonna pick up. Dropped my toys in my new bed for Lilly, and away we go. And so I am done at True Value. I think she's gonna love the bed. And then they can fight over this. So keeps them busy when I'm at work or when I'm praying, and they're always excited to see me, and this gives them something to keep busy about. So
yeah, what do you think? Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty soft, isn't it? Yeah. Oh.
Yep. Rev's probably gonna take over this one too, but she's getting into it, so she likes it. Yeah. That's my day. Going out west, watching the sunset right now. Should be on the road tomorrow morning, and I should be out in Mitchell, South Dakota around 6 p.m. It's a 6-hour drive. I'll take 2 breaks between, every 2 hours. I'll take a break while I drive out there. But yeah, God bless. I'm going out west.